I've come home to die. Just kidding. So I am actually heading out to my brother's farm to help with winterizing bees for the winter. Why, you ask? Because my mother decided to try and be a hero and water plants on the counter, and she fell.
Oh, so I'm making myself look pretty for the camera because I'm not my real self. This is really bad. So just bear with me.
My mom and my brother raise bees. My mom feels like she's got 10,000 children, and she needs help, obviously, with this. Funny fact, I'm allergic to bees. So I have no desire to be doing this at all. I am terrified of bees. I don't like them. This is like my worst nightmare. That being said, I'm a very good person. Just fade out on that. I'm a good person.
Can we verify that?
On a good day. No.
I don't want my bees to die because my mother will be very sad.
They're not your bees, they're mine.
I meant your bee. I was speaking to you. I don't want your bees to die because that would make you sad.
There's not 10,000. There's more like 20, 30,000. There's a lot of bees out there.
Not making it any better, Mom. Not making it any better. Before I go to what is my certain death, let's take a break to tell you that this episode is brought to you by Audible. You guys, I love Audible. I've been using Audible for years. It's how I get through the gym. It's how I go for walks. It's what I do while I'm on set and sometimes when I'm on planes as well. I love listening to books. It's why I sound so educated all the time. And right now you can get 1 free audiobook and 2 Audible originals when you visit audible.com/Katee or text Katee to 500-500. So make sure to go check it out and maybe find a book on bees or something. Now back to it.
That might have been the cheesiest thing you've ever done on camera.
Do it. So basically the entire principle of what we're doing right now is making sure that the bees have enough food and are protected for the winter.
We are going to make a big glob of pollen. We're going to put it on here. It's going to lay on top of the beehive. And the bees are going to come up and they're going to eat this. It's gooey.
Gooey's an understatement.
So much more than that. Yeah, you're going to need a big glob of
I
it.
feel like when you say pollen, it just looks like brown sugar.
That should probably be enough. So now you're going to form that onto that piece of paper. Doing good. Get the edges so they're nice and smooth around. That's plenty good if you just keep it on the paper now and get it kind of rounded out so it's nice and tidy.
Why do the bees want it tidy, or are you just being anal?
You want it to be pretty because they're girls.
So it doesn't need to be tidy. You just want it tidy. Coming from the woman who doesn't make her bed. Okay.
Okay, that looks perfect. We need 5 of those.
Copy that.
Copy that. Okay, 2 more to go.
I wonder what Tubbs is doing inside.
Looking for trouble.
Do I take these off?
Yes. And then maybe you could just kind of... Where'd you throw those?
They moved off my hand.
Oh, perfect timing. I was going to say, well, now we need your brother. You have to put on your charm.
My brother Eric is like notorious in the Portland area because my brother had no fear growing up. He had no filter. He beat to his own drum. He's pretty awesome. My brother is kind of eccentric. His farm is like one of the coolest places ever. It's like Disneyland for guys that like toys. It's pretty fun. I'm sure the cops have been called once or twice. The bees are down there. I'm gonna go put a suit on. Once we had our bee suits on, we drove down to the beehives in the Kubota. Normally you wouldn't have to drive down in the Kubota, but my mother wanted to be as close to her babies as possible so she could be a control freak and make sure that we were doing it the way she would do it because she only had one arm.
You don't need the lid, Kate. I can go over to that hive with nothing on and change their water bottle.
Everybody's a hero. I can do this. I can do that. The first step is to pull out this little board. It's like a cookie sheet on the bottom that you pull out and you can see what's happening with your bees based on what's on that board. So there's some pollen down there. There's a couple like bee parts, like some heads and some legs and from like a few dead bees. And what you're looking for is mites. I don't know why mites are bad for bees, but they're bad for bees. So you're checking the board for mites. I would take them over to my mom. I would show her the board. She would go, ah. And then she would write down notes in this little book. And then you would scrape it off and put it back inside because that's how you check the next time. It's gotta be clean. Okay, so that was like step one. Step two is remove the lid. In my mind, once I take the top off, there's no turning back. Okay, go.
All right.
You don't want to hit him head on though with this one.
No.
Take that little... Oh, show that.
You're good. You're good.
Did you see the top?
Yeah.
This is my worst nightmare.
Isn't this just fun? I love the fact that she's scared to death. It's really, really good for her because she's not going to get stung. She needs to get over that bee thing, really. I mean, she saw a bee and was dying to put a bee suit on already. They don't hurt you. You need to act a little braver as time goes on, Katie. Wait till we open up the hive.
Need to act a little braver. Where's the EpiPen? Okay.
Really close by.
Really close by. We will not let you go into anaphylactic shock.
Anaphylactic shock.
Whatever shock you're going through, we won't let you go through it.
I have to say it's terrifying, though. Especially over by that number 4 one. Hive 4? Yeah, they're ruled by the Red Queen. Like, off with their heads. They're awful. Awful. No sudden movements. Ooh! So many! Oh god, they're coming at me. Oh my god! Oh my god, I don't like this. I feel like we're out of smoke. No! So there's 2 things that we put into the bee houses. One was this pollen patty And then there's sugar that you add a little bit of water to and harden and put them in there so the bees have food. So that's what we did. I, at this point, was feeling a little confident. I had not been stung. The bees couldn't get inside. And at this point, I'm now saving the bees from death.
Hey, wait, there's one over here.
It'll be alright.
One of my favorite parts was the smoker. I just like the smell of it.
I know.
Go bees, go. It had wood pellets in it that smelled so good, but it puts the bees to sleep. That's what this is. It puts them to sleep. It's like Xanax for bees. I'm not a bee expert, guys. Not at all. There's a lot, Mom. Hundreds?
That means our mic strips are working.
Okay. Sometimes it was scary. Later. Sometimes it was downright terrifying.
This is fucking terrifying.
And then other times I actually completely forgot that they could kill me.
Look at his little butt moves.
It's funny how that happens. So we had to do that process, the pulling of the board, the showing my mother, the scraping clean, the taking the lid off, the removing the sugar water, putting in the patties and the sugar cubes, closing back up, times 5. There's 5 hives.
Oh, and she's only got 4 more hives to go.
Yeah, I like that.
Sorry, can't help myself. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. You wait and see. I got faith in her. Katie, they won't get you. Relax.
What do you do?
But they're on my feet.
They're not on your feet. Smoke them.
I do actually believe that my mother had an EpiPen in her pocket.
How's she doing?
I am totally impressed with her. It's kind of comical, but I'm impressed with her. Good job, team.
I have a headache. The muscles in my back hurt because I think it was like this the whole time.
We're done?
Whew. Oh,
Carry
my
that
knee.
pot.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know about you, but I'm sort of glad that there are other people tending bees and not me. Because they're really great for the environment and we need people who have hives like independently. It's a great thing. So with that being said, I'm so glad that I did this because I had to help my mom. But you know, that's what family's for. That and flamethrowers.
Oh.